who is Snoke? That really is the biggest question at the moment. Did the Emperor think he was in complete control of everything? Did he think he was the only one pulling the strings, when all along Snoke was above him? Was Snoke controlling the Emperor? Was he pulling the Emperor's strings? Basically, there are loads of theories about Snoke, obviously, about who he is. One theory suggests that he could be Chancellor Valorum. That would be kind of ironic, because Palpatine thought that Valorum was weak. But maybe, secretly, Valorum was actually stronger than Sidious. I mean, maybe Snoke, Valkorion, and Valorum are the same person. See how Valorum's name starts with Val, just like Valkorion's name starts with Val. Obviously, Valkorion and Vishya are the same person, because the Force entity Vishya went into Valkorion's body, and he basically used his body as a host body. So obviously, Valorum, Valkorion, and Vishya all start with the letter V. Now, basically, remember that Valkorion thought that the Sith Empire and the Old Republic were failed things. Now maybe, if Valkorion and Snoke are the same person, maybe there's a similar thing going on in the actual Star Wars films, where Snoke thinks the Galactic Empire and the Rebel Alliance are failed things, and he also thinks the New Republic is a failed thing, so that's why he swoops in with his First Order, just like Valkorion came in with his Eternal Empire. He is the Eternal Emperor, so maybe that means that he lives forever. Now, I'm going to go into another theory, that Snoke is actually the Outlander from Star Wars The Old Republic. Now, I know what you're thinking, The Old Republic's not canon. But what if there was a canon version of the Outlander in the Star Wars films? Because, like, Disney still have the right to use elements from the Old Republic in the Star Wars films if they want to. So, basically, my theory is that the canon version of the Outlander started off as a Jedi, but then he became Sith. And basically, I feel that he became so angry by Lana Beniko's death that he turned to the dark side in a similar way to Anakin. But not exactly the same, because, like, Anakin was already turned into the dark side, like, before Padme even died. And I know what you're thinking, but Lana hasn't even died in the game yet. And she probably never will die in the game. But you have to remember that the Star Wars films, like The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi and everything, like, they're set way, way, way after the Old Republic era. So basically, like, Lana would be long dead at the point that these films take place. So, I'm basically suggesting that the Outlander becomes so powerful that he finds a way to cheat death. And like in a similar way to Revan, basically. But unfortunately, Lana is not as powerful as the Outlander, and she ends up dying. And like the Outlander is absolutely gutted that he can't share his power with Lana. Please check out my previous video where I say a theory about the Outlander and Lana being related to Luke and Anakin. There is another theory that I have that Snoke is actually Lucian Dre from the Knights of the Old Republic comics, like the ones with Zane Carrick. One of the reasons that I think this might be the case is because here it says a quote from him, and it says, "We cannot avert the prophesied doom, but we can survive it." So what if Snoke, aka Dre, survived all of these events and he's become like this withered husk? And I know what you're thinking. You're going to say, "Oh, but Dre wasn't like a proper Sith. He was more of a Jedi." And well, we still have no confirmation whether Snoke is actually a Sith, though. I mean, it's entirely possible that Valorum, if he is Snoke, he could have been hiding like his Force powers the whole time. Like, I'm not sure what happened to Valorum when the Empire came into fruition. Maybe I will have to watch Star Wars Rebels because maybe he's in that. I mean, look, everybody's assuming that Snoke's a man, but what if Snoke is actually a woman? Like, maybe he just speaks like a man because his voice box is basically become like broken or something. Well, I could say his, or I could say hers. We don't know yet. Like, just imagine if Lana Benito was Snoke. That would be the weirdest thing ever. Like somebody who you have grown to love. Well, I loved her from the moment I laid eyes on her. But just imagine if she became this ugly, tortured being who's been tainted so much by the dark side. I mean, obviously, like, Lana had the dark side to start off with because she's a Sith. But I mean, obviously, it seems like Snoke's like a way more powerful Force being than Lana. Like, he has more of the dark side than Lana. That's what it appears to be. I don't know. I might be wrong. That's just what it seems like. Like, I mean, Snoke actually might be like way more ancient than Lana and the Outlander. Like even way more ancient than Valkyria, maybe. Maybe more ancient than Revan. Oh, one weird thing is that Lucian Dre has blonde hair, but Lana also has blonde hair as well. So, like, maybe like they're related in some way. But basically, right, if Lana was in a Star Wars movie, I would want her to be played by either Helen George or Ivana Lynch, aka Luna Lovegood out of Harry Potter. If you have like any other like better suggestions, then leave them in the comment section below. But yeah, just imagine if Lana was related to Luke and she appeared to him as a Force ghost in one of the movies.